Morning guys, how are you? Back on YouTube again, ladies and gents. How are you? I'll tell you a little story. I don't know whether I said excuse the cough and there's tickling in my throat. A little story about organised gang stalking, community stalking, psychological warfare. There was a man, an old man living in Dublin, and his next door neighbour was a mother and daughter. To cut a long story short, the mother and daughter couldn't do enough on the old man next door. They harassed him, they stalked him, they caused noise harassment. They done everything they could to annoy the man. So eventually, whatever happened, I don't know, whether he wasn't able to take it after a while or whatever, but he crossed the fence. They must have been out talking or whatever it was, I don't know, or not talking, but he was probably asking him what they're doing. But he went inside and he got a shotgun and he shot the mother dead. And he blew the face off the daughter. The daughter survived, but the mother died. He was committed to a mental asylum or put in a mental home or a mental hospital or whatever it was. Now, who wins in that situation? He's in a mental hospital, the mother's dead, and the daughter's practically I don't know what. But you can check this out. This is real. This happened. This happened. But he's locked up in a mental hospital. The mother's dead and the daughter's maimed for life. Or whatever it is. I don't know whether she survived or not. She's supposed to have survived anyway. But what good is that for man, woman and child? Or society, or anybody? Through organised stalking, harassment and psychological warfare, which the ordinary people out there of the community are doing, are involved in. Do you not realise that all that's going on here is that yous are being used and yous are being told lies? And then you are participating in this, whatever you call it, community stalking, noise harassment, psychological warfare. Now, that's exactly what it is, psychological warfare. Trying to drive a person insane mentally, or either trying to kill him or to attack someone or something like that there. To use the mentally ill people, mentally handicapped people, physically handicapped people, old people, young people, kids, men, women, you name it, to use all these people around at any disposable, any people they can. But do you not realise that they don't give two fucks about you or what happens to you? If I lose my mind and go out and cut someone's throat or sink a hatchet into your head, what good is that to you and what good is that to me? But then again, when I approach someone that's out banging their bin lid at 6:30 in the morning, right, and go over and confront them and what are that? Oh, I'm just throwing me rubbish out. Standing at a window, pegging the rubbish out through the window at 6:30 in the morning. Well, it was 6:30 he was banging the lid at. Then it was about 20 to 7 or 7:15 when I went over. Do you know anything about stalking? Or no? Do you know anything about organised crime? No. Do you know anything about this? Do you know anything about... No. I keep myself to myself. In a built up area, or what would I say, in a state or whatever it is, you are not allowed to create noise or start work or jackhammering or slamming your bins or doing anything to this to 9 o'clock or after 9 o'clock in the morning. This is down on paper, that you cannot start work in an estate until 9 o'clock in the morning. But this wasn't pointed out to anybody when they were being told to bang their bin lids, come along and do this and organise noise and banging and thing at 6:30 in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever it is. Oh, by the way, that mother and daughter and that old man above in Dublin, that's Dublin, Ireland, guys. But can you not understand that yous are being used? Now, I don't know whether yous are getting paid for doing this or what yous are getting doing or what's the crack or what yous are doing or what. I know what yous are doing, right? But then again, when you come along to say, I'm throwing me rubbish out, right? I'm throwing me rubbish out at 6:30 in the morning, right? Yes, I throw my rubbish out as well. But I do not bang me bin lids and create organised noise. That's what he was at. I can go out and put me rubbish in the bin and close the lid properly without banging or slamming or kicking it or rattling it around the place like a thing. Don't get me wrong. Do the fuck whatever you want to do with your bin. I'm only pointing this out to you. Cheers, guys. Tea. But then again, I'm only throwing me bin out, right? Do you know anything about this? No, I don't know nothing about that. But the best part of it is, when I went away from him, there was no rubbish being thrown out. He was throwing the rubbish out as well. There was no rubbish being thrown out. There was no big panic on throwing anything out. It was just to fucking create organised noise. That's what it was all about. But what good is that for humanity or there's nothing good that's come out of this programme. There's nothing good. No matter, it's the people out there that's doing, this is no good for them. It's no good for me. So why do it? You tell me why I am targeted by the community, targeted by law enforcement, targeted by all the government forces or all the government employees or whatever it is, or anybody that works for the state. That's it. Yeah, from everybody that's working for the state is attacking me. Are you getting paid to do this, or are you getting to do, I don't know what you are doing. I know what you are doing rightly. But unfortunately, when I went away from him, that was the end of the rubbish been thrown in the bin. There was no more rubbish. And it was that much big of a panic that he had to do it at 6:30 in the morning. You know, who in their right mind does this? He's not in his right. But where I tell you, what people will come along and tell you, oh, they're not right now, they're not right in the head, they're not themselves, or they're not. They know rightly what they're doing. This is the thing. They know exactly what they're doing right. But then the excuse is to save them, oh, he's a wee bit touched, or he's a wee bit disabled, or he's a wee bit. I've seen it with my own eyes. You know, and then if you say anything like this, right, what are you doing that for? Oh, sure, they're not right in the head, they're not doing this. They're fucking too right in the head. What they're doing is listening to someone else to tell them what to do, you know. That's what they're doing. But the whole thing is arse about face. That's what it is. It's all arse about face, society, the whole fucking lot. How can you live in a world, in a corrupt world like this? Or how can people go about, stuck in the fucking matrix. 9 to fucking 5. You know. I was talking about, telling you, I don't know whether I put that video up about your one yesterday. I was in the shop. And she says, I went up with the thing, she said, I don't know whether I put it up, I'm just going to say it anyway. She was overcharging me, and another worker says, no, that's not right, it's down to the thing. I knew myself what the price was. I was going to say it to her anyway, if the other woman didn't say it. But, and I says, we know what that's all about. And she says, yeah, well, let everybody make up their own mind. Yeah, let them make up their own mind if they're allowed to make up their own mind. They're not allowed to make up their own mind because they're told what to do. And the best part of it is, they having a brain cell in their head to fucking use their own mind. This is the best part of it. To just go by and do by what they're told and what they hear. You know, this country's great for gossip. Oh, well, Paddy, how's things? Not too bad, yeah. Oh, did you hear about Mucky in there? He was fined 500 quid the other day in the court. That's what I got when I went in a couple of days later into Super Value in Monaghan. You know, walking past the managers or whatever it was. Oh, did you hear? He was fined €500. You know, this is the nothing. Get on with your job and do what you're doing, right? You're working in a supermarket, but yet you're standing there quoting direct conversation to me about 500 quid that I was fined in court. I was there the whole morning and most of the day in the court, and there wasn't anybody fined any more than £200 or £150. The max was £250. And the first quote out of the judge's mouth, fine him €1,000. And the solicitor said, this man's on job seekers. Hey, you know, that's unsensible, you can't. So he cut it down to 500. Fair play to you. Well, do you know what? I ain't paying no €500 for having a conversation with a manager at Dinning Tesco's that I wasn't fucking and blinding out of me, shouting, roaring, or one thing or another, just because she didn't like what I was saying, and the detective behind me pretending to look at a magazine or a paper behind me, what she was listening, or what would I say? Would it be stalking, or would it be? Yeah, it would be stalking. Yeah, keeping an eye on us. Yeah, and listening to the conversation that was going on. I wouldn't mind if there was any trouble or any fucking or any blame. Even the security guard was sitting there. He didn't pass any marks because there was nothing happening. I was only talking to the manager. But that's what they'll try and do. Do the fuck whatever you want, lock me up or fucking put me in a mental home or jail me or whatever. I don't give a fuck what you say. And I tell you another thing, I don't give a fuck about, you know, I do care about people and kids and ordinary decent people out there. Ordinary decent people that's going about their business, you know, and doing the right thing. Which I've no problem with. I don't annoy anybody out there. I'm not going out there to cause trouble, cause annoyance, cause hassle, cause harass someone. You know, blinding them with lights, fucking cutting across them in the fucking traffic, stopping and holding the traffic up at the traffic lights until I'm the one that's left sitting there when the lights... They'll sit at the traffic lights. The lights is green. They'll sit at the traffic lights until they're nearly turned red, and then they'll pull through, and I'm left sitting at the red light. This is the fucking carry on they're at. Then you'll go into McDonald's or into some place or whatever. Cup of tea, please. All right, there's milk and sugar for you, or whatever it is. All right, thanks. I don't take milk. Can you give me a small bit of that cream over? Oh, we don't do cream. So say, what's that over there? You know. Lays, and more lays. You know. But can you idiots out there not see that you are being used for the deprivation of society and other human beings? This is against humanity, you know. I know there is decent people out there. I know them. I know the people out there that's decent and honest. But still they're stuck in this fucking program. And the best part of it is when they're approached, they have to go and do it. Well, they don't have to go and do it. But it seems the way it's looking to me is that if you don't do it, suffer the consequences. So basically they're under threat. I know. It's like me and the son getting into trouble or whatever it is, and approach me and they say, well, do that so we'll not be too hard on him or whatever. What can you do? You have to do it, sure. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though whether you want to do it or whether you not want to do it. I see an awful lot of people out there. The maximum amount of people out there is guilty heads on them and guilty faces. Don't tell me. Them people are like half decent people. They know that they're doing wrong, but they can't do anything fucking else. God help them. You know what I'm saying? There is decent people out there. But, it's only another way of getting you stressed out, to stress you, to annoy you, to bug you, just to annoy you for you to attack someone, to attack someone or attack someone. A woman ran straight into me with a trolley yesterday. Straight. And she hadn't the decency even. This'll show you the upbringing how some of these people has. She hadn't even the decency to say sorry. I was carrying a can of, or 2 litre can of screen wash or whatever it was. She ran straight into the trolley. But this is what they'll do. Every TI will tell you, this is not in this country. This is going on in England, America, Mexico, France. It's going on all over the world. It's not a bit of, I don't know about Russia. It's not a bit of wonder that Edward Snowden went to Russia, because he was let into Russia or whatever. He was dissolving or disclosing information about the Americans. I forget what he done now. It's something about computers or CIA or intelligence or something like that there. But Putin said, yeah, you're welcome, come into this country, abide by the law, our rules or regulations or whatever, there's no problem, whatever. He's let go. He's not been stalked and harassed over there, because Putin doesn't like the Americans. I was going to say something else now, guys. I forget now what the fuck it was. The lead's going. But this is the same program that's run all over the fucking world, but shouldn't be allowed. They'll say that these people are not getting paid for doing this. I don't know whether they are or not. They can be getting paid. They're not. They're doing it for something, to save their neck. It's favours. They get favours by doing this. But it's the same. It's the exact same with the Tate brothers. The Tate brothers now is rearrested in Romania, whatever it is. I think under an extradition warrant or something from England, saying that they were sexual harassing women or something. This is how fucking stupid these people are. Or for sexual harassment or something like this here in Romania, I think. I don't know whether they have to fly back to England or whatever it is. But this is what the English government is saying. What the fuck is the English government ruled by only paedophiles, rapists and fucking murderers and fucking know about stalking and harassment? The biggest corrupt gangsters in the world. And they are coming along and saying that the Tate brothers are wanted for sexual harassment. And the ones that's fucking saying this are up to their neck in it, if not more. What would the Tate brothers be sexual harassment any woman? 2 good-looking fellas with loads of money, fancy cars, houses, money to bone. Sure, they'd have women falling at their fucking feet. They wouldn't have to lift a finger up to any woman or do anything. If one walks away there now, there's about 20 or 50 of them waiting to replace her. Easy. So whatever to come up with fucking sexual harassment. Two good-looking guys loaded with money and the women falling at their feet. I don't fucking think so somehow. I don't think so. Just another way to try and get at them. You know. Nice lads. But you're telling the truth and talking the truth and telling what's going on and what's going on really in the world. Yous are all been fucking kept under the thumb, underpaid, under fucking sexed, under fucking nourished, under overworked, and the whole lot of it. But nobody can see this. Yous are dumb. You know, you do your fine 9 to 5 job there and come home at the end of the weekend and fuck all to pay for it. You can't even probably go for a fucking pint or a couple of pints at the end of the week. If it's not the woman that's giving out to you, you have no money left after paying your bills or whatever it is to go for a couple of pints or get a Chinese or whatever the fuck it is. You have to sacrifice something else. Something else has to be sacrificed to get your Chinese or a couple of pints or whatever at the weekend. You busting your hole. Men, women and whatever it is, you know, busting your hole all week for fucking working for a job and you can't even get a couple of drinks or relax at the weekend. Such a load of shit. Huh? You know. Well, I think that's all the crack, guys, you know. They're trying to blame these Tate boys with this carry on over there and the English government ruled by fucking paedophiles and rapists. Huh? They have some fucking neck on them. Huh? Prince Charles, or is it Charles, whatever the fuck his brother is, or whatever them crowd of fucks are, all inbred bastards anyway. They have a neck on them fucking accusing the Tate brothers of sexual harassment and them up to it in the fucking eyeballs. Huh? And then it's all a cover-up. Of course it is. Yeah. And when they were in jail for 100 days in Romania, not the nicest of jails to be stuck in, let me tell you that. They couldn't find one person to stand up and say, they approached everybody. And they said, no, these boys done nothing on me. Women up towards, you know, they couldn't find anyone. But all of a sudden now, they're up for, I don't know how long ago they got out of the jail. It was a 3 months they spent in jail. 100 days, I think it was. And they went through their bank accounts, their houses, their cars, any fucking thing that they tried to fucking get on them two fellas. They tried to got them. All of a sudden now, I don't know how long they're out. They could be out a couple of months or whatever it is. But all of a sudden now, there's a sexual harassment thing from the English government. That the ones that's up to their neck in it. Huh? And it's not, you don't, I'd say they're up to their neck in it in this country is fucking well. Of course they are. Sure, they covered up for that. That was a big cover up for that young girl below in fucking Donegal. I forget what age she was, 7 or 8 years of age. Raped and fucking murdered by a fucking a cunt above in a TD above in the fucking door. And it was all covered up. And the guards in Donegal got a fucking phone call saying not to continue the investigation with that. That's what you're up against. I don't care anymore, guys. It's going out there. I'm trying to live my life. I'm not annoying anybody. I'm stick to myself. I do try to do a little bit of work on my car every day or whatever it is, or try and do a little bit of work or whatever I have to do, a bit of shopping. I'm not annoying anybody. I'm not saying, fuck you, fuck this, or do that, or whatever. I speak to nobody unless they spoke to me and approached me or whatever. But I do not cause trouble for anybody. Now, But you see, it's all the fella across me there, but fucking slamming the presses and slamming the doors and can't create enough noise and putting threats on you, threatening you then with doing this and doing that and doing that. I tell him he was a fucking bully. Oh, I'm no bully. Yeah, you fucking allow a bully. Well, you pretend to be a bully, but you're no fucking bully. Telling people what to do and don't even know them from a can of fucking paint. And I don't know from a can of paint. He's a stalker and a harasser, and he works for the cops. And I told him he was a police informer as well, which he is. Sorry guys for the rant and the giving out and the giving out and the giving out. But this is the carry on that's going on in my life every day of the week. Every day of the week. Just to cause you stress, worry, anxiety, paranoid. This is all the way. This is the way it works. You know, this is the way. That's exactly the way it works. You know. Sensitize you the vehicles and this and that and you know, shopping. You can't go into a shop. You can't go into a shop and there's someone fucking running into you or pretending to run into you and you know, dropping shit all around the place and all that carry on, you know what I'm saying? Sensitize you to all this, like, you know, and it's simple how the way you're sensitized, like, you know, it's I'll tell you what it is. It's a disgrace for these people to be loading themselves to do this stalking and harassment. It's not too bad of a day. It's overcast a bit, guys, but there's a bit of a break over there, you know. But they'll use every person, and I mean use them, for the benefit themselves. And they don't give two fucks about you, and yous not see this. If you don't, half of them is brain dead anyway. The people out there, no harm to them. Stone fucking brain dead. Right guys, I better go and see what I can get done or whatever. Anyway, there's no panic on me. Anyway, there's no panic with me throwing rubbish out at 6:30 in the morning, you know. And then by the time he was banging the bins, it was 6:30 when he was banging the bins. And then when I went over to him, it was about 20 to 7. Oh, what are you on about? It's 7:15. Yeah, you are banging your bins at fucking half. There he is, the wee cunt. You're banging your bins at fucking 6:30. But then he'll emphasise that it's 7:15. You're not supposed to be creating noise in a built-up area before 9 o'clock in the morning. But at the end of the day, what do you do? What rules have I? What rules have any is out there? Nobody has any rules. You have no rights. Like, basically, you have no rights. You know, I had tools for 20 years. I was a mechanic all my life, or the best part of my life. I done 10 years in a garage, or the best part of it. And then after that, done what you do, you'll get welding jobs and stuff like that there, and fixing odd cars here and there and stuff like that there. I done that most of my life because I liked it, right? But at least I wasn't sitting up in a fucking house banging presses and banging doors and creating hassle and annoying people and corrupt people like that, you know. And then they get every fucking tool. All me pullers, all me spanners, jump bleeds, fucking whatever a mechanic has, whatever I had a few bits in the car that didn't get that. They stole every spanner on the thing. It could have been the guts of £1,000. Strimmer, Oleomax strimmer, jump leads that was worth fucking the guts of £100. They were made out of fucking welding cable. You know, I had them for years, and they were old-time tools and old type like spanners that was bent to suit certain jobs and special, special tools like fucking what you call it, oil filter fucking removers and stuff like that. Yeah, they're not, but and just taken, broken in and taken. And probably the best part of it is the bottom glass of the door, the back door, was broken from the inside out. Now, when I go and say this, you weren't right in the head. You broke the glass out yourself, yeah. You broke, and then fucking be thrown in a fucking mental home or something. That's what had happened to me. But the best part of it is, yeah, break me bottom door out and steal all my tools and go and hide them somewhere. You know, not that I'm going to get anything for them. I hadn't got them insured or anything like that there. Well, what do? Well, you're not going to get a fucking thing for it. You know, I'm not going to see me tools again because they took them out and they threw them in a fucking hole and buried them. That's what they done with them, I'd say. Alright guys, just a quick update of what's happening and what's going on, you know. It's no good for me, man, woman or child, this programme. Or it's no good for society or anything. It's absolute fucking rubbish. Like, you know, people are suffering badly at the end of this programme, or at this programme, so they have. But that's the people that's doing it. They're suffering, and the ones on the receiving end of it are suffering, yeah. But I know the look on their faces, what they're at and what they're not. You know, it's simple to see, like, you know. Alright guys, I'd like to be in a better situation than I am, you know what I'm saying? Or someone will fucking approach me and says, look, you done this, you done that, or whatever. Rectify that. And we drop the gang stalking. But you're not, you're in the programme now, that's it. In the story, it doesn't matter, fuck what you say, all I can do now is advertise what's going on and what's happening to me on a day-to-day basis. Guys, I'll get back to you. Thanks for listening. Whoever subscribed, thanks, right? And the authorities watch me videos as well. They're up there to see everybody to look at them. Hello guys. Okay, ladies and gents, talk to you. Thanks for watching and keep safe.